Good evening. The great courageous act that we must all do is to have the courage to step out of our history and past so that we can live our dreams. Welcome to BMC News Live in English, brought to you by Al Hilal Hospital and Medical Centers. I am Vinod Narayanan, joining you with the daily news updates. Today's headlines. His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad inaugurated Manama Dialogue 2022. Polling stations opened on time to elect 34 lawmakers and 23 municipal councillors. Oman celebrated 52nd National Day. Alcohol sales banned at FIFA World Cup stadium sites. International Monetary Fund backed UK plan for $65 billion of budget tightening. News in detail. His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad inaugurated Manama Dialogue 2022. His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Crown Prince, Prime Minister and Deputy Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, has deputized His Highness Major General Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, National Security Advisor and Commander of the Royal Guard, to inaugurate the 18th Manama Dialogue 2022. The three-day International Security Conference started on Friday evening with the participation of high-level delegations of ministers, security officials, military leaders and academics from various countries across the world. His Highness Sheikh Nasser conveyed the greetings of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, to the participating delegations from various countries. His Highness Sheikh Nasser welcomed the participants in this conference and pointed out that their participation will enrich the sessions of the Manama Dialogue and strengthen the discussion of strategic issues that pose challenges and require international coordination to tackle them. His Highness expressed hope that the conference will contribute to find quick solutions that contribute to settle conflicts and wars, as well as combating terrorism and extremism in all their forms and manifestations. Polling stations opened on time to elect 34 lawmakers and 23 municipal councillors. Bahrain, backed by their enthusiasm that saw them last week set a new record of 73.38% in polling turnouts, started this morning as stations opened casting their ballots in the second and last round of the 2022 parliamentary and municipal elections. On November 12th, voters went to the polls to elect the 40 members of the Council of Representatives, one of the two chambers of the bicameral parliament, and 30 to the municipal councils. However, in 34 of the 40 constituencies for the parliamentary elections, there was no winner with more than 50% of the votes, and the top two contenders in each constituency will face each other in the runoff on November 19th. In the municipal elections, 7 councillors were elected in the first round and the 23 remaining seats will be decided in the second round. The first round was a huge success as the turnout broke the previous record and reached 73.18%. Turnout among women was 48%, while it was 45.37% among young voters. A total of 95 women are running in the elections, 73 for a seat in the Council of Representatives and 22 in the municipal councils. In the first round, 1 woman was elected to the Council of Representatives and 1 to a municipal council. The second round is a new chance for 14 women who were leaders, but with less than 50% of the votes, or runners-up, 8 in the parliamentary polls and 6 in the municipal elections. The polling stations opened at 8 a.m. and will remain open until 8 p.m. Bahrain has been holding its quadrennial parliamentary and municipal elections since 2002 at the start of massive constitutional and political reforms. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister attended the Bahrain International Trophy. His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, today attended the 4th edition of the Bahrain International Trophy held at the Rashid Equestrian and Horse Racing Club. His Royal Highness commended Bahrain's competitive elements and strong capabilities that have enabled it to attract regional and international sporting events, which reflect the visions and aspirations of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa. His Royal Highness affirmed that the Kingdom of Bahrain has become a leading destination for staging sporting events, demonstrated in the success of the Bahrain International Trophy, which has cemented the Kingdom's global position in the field of international sports, with the participation of owners, trainers, jockeys and horses from renowned international stables. His Royal Highness commended the progress made by the sport of horse racing and its continuous achievements, indicating that the attendance from a wide spectrum of horse racing professionals at the race reflects the remarkable progress made by the Rashid Equestrian and Horse Racing Club in positioning Bahrain as a regional hub for horse racing. Bahrain and Germany are close, time-tested allies, said German minister. Bahrain and Germany are close allies and both countries have similar views and understanding on bilateral, regional and international issues. Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs and Minister of State, Federal Foreign Office of Germany, Dr. Tobias Allender, said this was his first trip to the Gulf region and indeed to Manama Dialogue. He said that Europeans have a perception about the Gulf thinking that all countries in the GCC are the same, but to Germany each nation has its own stature on the global stage. Bahrain stands out due to its commitment to peace, security and policy of dialogue, he said. He said he was keen on attending sessions and bilateral meetings to explore opportunities by talking to counterparts to deliberate on all issues of common interest in general and issues related to security and peace. In specific, Germany has always supported the Abraham Accords signed by Gulf and other countries as Germany believes in supporting the region, pursuing peace and pursuing cooperation, he added. Today's COVID updates. COVID updates brought to you by Al Hilal Hospital and Medical Centers. Now we will be back after a very short break. The 16th branch of Megamart and Macromart supermarkets in Bahrain has opened in Sahala. The best offers are available to the customers at affordable rates. Everyone is welcome. During and around the opening day, a variety of fish including salmon, meat and dairy products, roastery, frozen items, food and non-food items, groceries, fruits and vegetables, electronics, garments and ready-to-eat food items are available to the customers at affordable rates. Hearty welcome to all. Megamart and Macromart, your favorite shopping destination.
The exclusive franchisee of Cochin Kala Bhavan in Bahrain, with over a decade of existence in Bahrain. Exclusive online regular classes have started for classical dances, music vocal, instrumental music, cinematic dance, Kathak, Zumba body fitness, karate and yoga, drawing, arts and craft, children's theatre. For more information, please call 3909 6845 3909 4806 3885 2397 or visit www.bahrainmediacity.com.
Welcome back. Saudi Crown Prince and Prime Minister met French President. His Royal Highness Prince Mohammed bin Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud, Crown Prince and Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, held a meeting here today with President Emmanuel Macron of the Republic of France on the sidelines of the Summit of Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Forum. During the meeting, they reviewed aspects of the Saudi-French relations, prospects for bilateral cooperation, and opportunities for its development in various fields in order to achieve the common interests of two countries. In addition to discuss the latest regional and international developments and the efforts exerted in this regard, Saudi press agency reported. Oman celebrated 52nd National Day. The Sultanate of Oman celebrated the 52nd National Day on Friday, the 18th of November. Omani people marked in the renewed renaissance and its glorious reign under the leadership of His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq, who affirmed his constant quest to advance Oman's modern cultural and economic status and his keenness to make Omani citizens as true partners in the country's comprehensive development. His Majesty, the Sultan's vision for the future of this Benin land reflected positively on the integration of government departments with private sector establishments and civil society institutions. This has in turn brought about tangible results in different social, economic and political fields, Oman News Agency reported. Saudi's Dunia won bronze in World Taekwondo Championship. Saudi Arabia's Dunia Abu Talib made an unprecedented achievement on Thursday by winning the bronze medal in the category of 49 kilograms in the 2022 World Taekwondo Championship. Dunia, the Saudi national Taekwondo athlete, scripted history by becoming the first Saudi woman to bag a Taekwondo medal in the World Taekwondo Championship by defeating Spanish world number 1 Adriana Cerezo Iglesias. Adriana is the gold medalist in the Women's World Championship and winner of the silver medal in the 2020 Tokyo Summer Olympics. Alcohol sales banned at FIFA World Cup stadium sites. Universal alcoholic beer will not be sold at Qatar's World Cup stadiums, World Soccer governing body FIFA said in a statement on Friday. The announcement comes 2 days before Sunday's kickoff of the World Cup, following discussions between host country authorities and FIFA. A decision has been made to focus the sale of alcoholic beverages on the FIFA Fan Festival, other fan destinations and licensed venues, removing sales points of beer from Qatar's FIFA World Cup 2022 stadium perimeters, a FIFA spokesperson said in a statement. International Monetary Fund backed UK plan for $65 billion of budget tightening. The International Monetary Fund's Managing Director, Kristalina Georgieva, said she had spoken with British Finance Minister Jeremy Hunt on Friday to welcome his latest plan for £55 billion of budget tightening. The IMF had criticized Hunt's predecessor, Kwasi Kwarteng, for previous budget plans in September, which included £45 billion of unfunded tax cuts. Those plans led to market turmoil, pushing sterling to a record low against the US dollar, forcing the BOE to intervene in the bond market and ultimately costing the job of the British Prime Minister at that time, Liz Truss. British inflation is at a 41-year high of 11.1%, and its Office for Budget Responsibility estimates the economy is now in recession and that households this year will suffer their biggest drop in real incomes since records began in the 1950s. Hunt's plan represents tax rises and spending cuts equivalent to 2% of gross domestic product by the 2027-2028 financial year. India played essential role in negotiating G20 summit declaration, White House stated. India played an essential role in negotiating the G20 summit declaration, the White House's press secretary Karine Jean-Pierre said in her latest press briefing, adding that Prime Minister Narendra Modi made it clear that today's era must not be of war, as she referred to the Ukraine-Russia conflict that escalated in February this year. The two-day G20 summit that concluded earlier this week in Indonesia's Bali saw the presence of top world leaders including United States President Joe Biden, the United Kingdom's Rishi Sunak, among others. The Ukraine war was one of the most crucial talking points. With that, we come to the end of today's news. Stay tuned for daily news updates in BMC News Live English at 7:30 p.m. every day. I am Vinod Narayanan signing off from BMC News Live. Good night.